Manny, I know you're not happy right now with Real Madrid, but let's do a keep loan sell, brother. Let's call it the middle of the season, and I know you have a bone to pick with some of these players, man.
Man, I
So
got a bone to pick with like 99% of my squad.
Alaba, what do you think of Alaba? Are we keeping, loaning, or selling?
We ain't got to get into this one. Sell.
You know what? Are we gonna
That's an Adidas
sell?
male motto. No, sell. Sell. He's not a
Sell.
football player. He is a male model.
Are you gonna sell, or are you gonna let him go for free?
I don't care, but get him out of my club.
What has he
We'll
done to
pay
you
somebody
that
to take him out of here.
you pay somebody to take
I'll
him,
pay
man?
somebody to take him.
Damn. What about the forever injured Trent Alexander Arnold?
Trent, I'm gonna cut him some slack. It's his first season. It hasn't been the best. He hasn't been available too much, but the moments that he has played, he has shown why he is considered one of the best right backs in the world. I'd keep.
You keep him. He has been injured, but overall, I've heard rumors that Madrid is okay letting him go.
Nah, we shut those rumors down. He is here to
No.
stay.
What about your new $50 million investment? Send Benfica more. Send Benfica more. I guess he likes to go forward, but he forgets that he needs to defend. Alvaro, I do not know how to defend Carreras. What are we doing with him?
Alvaro, I can only defend Lamine Jamal Carreras. I'm keeping. He's been the best signing for Madrid this season, and he showed that he has a lot of promise. I'd say he's top three, if not top two, of the best left backs in the world,
Oh, no, you can't say that. Did
easily.
you not watch the Benfica game, bro?
It happens, it's his old club, a lot of emotions get going into it. The team hasn't been performing, conditions were horrible for both teams. So I'm not going to dig too much into that. I wouldn't
All
blame
right.
that loss on Alvaro.
Yeah, I blame that loss on all the team, but Carreras was horrible. He's honestly, I don't think he's looked that great.
No, no, no.
Maybe
To
a
be honest,
handful of
Madrid was
games.
horrible.
Yeah, no, Madrid was horrible. But now let's go into Arda Güler.
Arda Güler, he's a tricky one because he plays the 10. They try putting him at the right wing. They try putting him deeper in the field, but he's a 10. That man's job is just to assist the forwards, and it's hard. Having Jude Bellingham there, having Franco, having Raheem. So he might not get all the minutes he wants. You could see that he was frustrated being subbed off in the Benfica match, which I understand. He was one of the few players that were decent, in my
Hmm.
opinion, but it's hard to tell with that one. If I was the coach, players would be in different positions, but let's just keep him for now.
I would personally loan him. I think the Portuguese league, the Dutch league, is where he belongs. Next guy, Shmeni.
Chouameni, he's been
Chouameni.
iffy. He's been iffy lately, but I'd keep him. He tends to be solid. Pretty average center defensive mid.
Yeah, I think he's an average defensive mid. Had a lot of height, especially with that price tag. But yeah, I would say he's average. You really don't have anybody else, and I don't think Madrid's going to succeed with the current midfielders that they have. Next one, it is Brahim, the Panenka Dongo in Diaz.
Brahim, man, the Moroccan king, short king, whatever you want to call him. I think his time is up at Madrid. I don't think he's a Madrid caliber player. I'd
That's
sell.
short. Let's sell him. Next one, this is going to be interesting. What Donnie? I like to bully little kids. Carvajal.
Danny Carvajal, he's a club legend, well respected throughout the entire organization. But the man's aging. He's been through some very serious injuries.
Hmm.
So he plays a position that's very demanding physically. It's a lot of running, a lot of conditioning to do with that position. So I think his time's over at Madrid. If unless he wants to pull Lucas Vasquez and just chill on the bench, I would sell.
Honestly, a couple of years ago, I'm a Barca fan, and he would have been in my starting lineup. But I think you are right. He is aging, and unfortunately, Father Time. That's something none of us can beat. And it seems like he's not the captain that the team needs, and he's also physically not there, so he's not going to get those minutes. A sell. to like an MLS team or a Saudi team would bring in decent 10, $15 million to Real Madrid.
For sure, but I wouldn't mind, having him in that Lucas Vasquez role.
One of the players, and I think he's next. He's the key. If he's not the most key player, he's the second most key player in your team. Courtois.
That's easily keep best goalkeeper in the world, in my opinion. If it wasn't for Courtois, Madrid would be getting destroyed week in and week out. He turns these 1-goal losses, 2-goal losses, even the draws, like they could have been a lot worse if it wasn't for Courtois.
What about Dani Ceballos, the Arsenal
Ceballos,
reject?
I mean, he's said it many, many times, and I don't understand why Florentino doesn't listen to him. He said his heart is with Betis and he wants to be in Real Betis. I said we let him go to Real Betis.
Let him go. Yeah, I don't think. It's weird because Xavi Alonso had convinced him to stay. He wanted to leave. And now that Xavi Alonso's not in there, you see Arbeloa, and Arbeloa gives zero Fs about Ceballos and how many minutes he gets and what he can bring into the game. So yeah, you have to sell him cheap so he can go and you guys can get rid of those wages.
Yeah, that's one thing is we got to get players out of here and make available spots.
Hopefully you enjoyed this video. You do make sure to like, share, subscribe. Make sure to send this to anybody. I mean anybody with some or zero football knowledge. See you here in next video.